I'm sure you've wondered, man, probably many, many, many times. Do good things still have the opportunity to happen in American politics? Because we've watched, I mean, time and time and time again as Congress people literally spread anti Semitic craziness. They gaslight, they lie, they freaking pull fire alarms in Congress, and they just get away with it all. It all just goes unchecked. And one guy has actually done all those things. And yes, I'm here to tell you that good things can still occasionally happen in American politics. And one did. You probably already heard, but Jamal Bowman will not be hanging on to his seat in Congress. He will not be a part of the next Congress. But what you probably did not see was his completely insane lunatic rant that he tried to pass off as a concession speech.
We should not be well adjusted to a sick society. We should be outraged. We should be outraged when a super PAC of dark money can spend $20 million to brainwash people into believing something that isn't true. We should be outraged about that. We should be outraged when, unfortunately, some so-called Democrats are aligning themselves with radical, racist, right-wing Republicans. We should be outraged about that. And that is why we have so much work still to do. And so I thank everyone for coming out. Please scream to the top of your lungs for all of the volunteers of the Bowman for Congress campaign, yo. Yeah! Of the Bowman for Congress campaign, yo. Yeah!
I actually agree with him. I mean, there is a lot of work to be done. There's so much work to be done. But thankfully, I'm very, very thankful that this lunatic is not going to be doing any of it, because here's the thing, he actually said something that is completely true. It is a sick society. We as a society are completely ill, probably terminal in at least a few ways, right? But where we get it wrong, people like Jamal Bowman, they are not the cure. They are literally the symptom. These guys are the result of being a sick society. I mean, their existence anywhere near the levers of power is only proof of really just how sick we are. But of course, he wants you to believe that, he's the knight in shining armor. He's the brave warrior fighting against dark money and racist right-wing Republicans, says the literal terror-supporting soon-to-be former congressman who calls his Democrat challenger a so-called Democrat. When really, I don't know a ton about George Latimer, but what I have read so far, what I do see, the guy seems to represent his district pretty well. And he seems to have been doing it for a very, very long time. He's been serving locally in some ways since at least 1991. And I say locally because, that's actually important. That's how Congress is actually designed. A congressperson, they were designed to represent their district on the national level. And apparently Jamal Bowman's district doesn't really care about supporting terrorists 6,000 miles away. And Bowman finally got that message, right? But it took losing to get that message. I think that he thought he was campaigning nationally, campaigning for president. I don't know what he thought he was doing.
Now, Okay, I want to talk to the former principal here. One of the biggest fights going on, sort of culture fights going on in the United States right now, is in some school districts, generally controlled by Republican legislatures, have outlawed the teaching of what they call or consider critical race theory, but rarely is. Lessons on diversity, equity, inclusion. As somebody who used to head a school, what's your response to that? What are the values? What is the value of keeping that in the schools?
First of all, the Republicans are bullies, man. They're trying to bully the entire country into one singular way of thinking, and our strength is our diversity as a nation. The that we come from different countries, have different backgrounds, have different experiences. We need to learn more about each other because that's how you bring the country together and people together. And so we have to do everything in our power to push back against banning of books, you know, taking over school districts, fighting back against DEI. We're not going to be our most aspirational selves as a nation unless we embrace diversity. So that's what.
Yeah. Republicans are bullies, says the guy who literally supports pro-Hamas demonstrators preventing Jewish people from getting to class and doing whatever else they can prevent them from. He says we have to learn about each other instead of fighting against DEI. We got to stop banning books and allow children access to age inappropriate materials, says the former principal. I mean, it's crazy. And it apparently does not represent the New Yorkers in his district. You know, they finally figured out who he really was. And in case you haven't figured out who these people really are, this is who these people really are.
What's up, everybody? We are just a few days out till the election day, our primary election on Tuesday. We are here for our brother, Jamal Bowman.
Ceasefire now, y'all. That's what we're doing. Ceasefire now. Let's get it popping.
Let's go.
Stop the ball. The polls are open today. The polls are open tomorrow. Make sure you get out and vote. We're gonna show them who we are. We're gonna show them who we are. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Let's get it popping. Let's change the world. It's the many versus the money. We're gonna win. Let's go, baby.
We're gonna win. We're gonna take on AIPAC, and we're gonna kick some Wall Street ass.
Yeah. So this is where we're at. That gem of a person will no longer serve in Congress. And hopefully he's just the first of many, many dominoes to fall. So yes, good things can still happen in American politics. And if that's any indication at all, 2024, I hope that it ends up being some sort of recalibration, right? To just continue to make good things happen for us, for America. But that's just my take, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.